Greetings and welcome to Jefficho Films. Now, if you watched my Lake Placid review, you know that I like alligator movies and I've been really looking forward to Crawl. So that's what we're here to talk about. It's produced by Sam Raimi, who did Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, and I guess the Spider-Man movies. They were pretty good. Alexandre Aja, who did The Hills Have Eyes, which was a pretty sweet remake and pretty disturbing too.
Come on, you son of a bitch!
It's played by the lovely Scodelario, and she plays Haley Keller, and her dad Dave Keller is played by Barry Pepper. Now, I don't know how much of this movie I can talk about without giving some spoilers, so there will be spoilers, so be prepared. So let's review Crawl. This movie does an excellent job starting out telling us that Kaylee's a swimmer and she does her little practice swim meets and stuff, and we get little flashbacks of her and her dad when she was younger and how he was her coach all the time. So we get a lot of family bonding. She even gets a phone call from her sister who's a little bit worried about her dad because she hasn't heard from him, and there's a giant hurricane coming.
The state of Florida has issued a Category 5 hurricane warning. Grab your families, your loved ones, and get out.
Kayla thought it was going to miss them, but no, it hits Florida pretty direct, and the special effects on this are just amazing. Like, you just got the whole storm. They must have had a nice big studio that they could flood themselves. And for a $13.5 million budget, that's pretty freaking impressive with how good it looked. Even the alligators looked really well.
Oh my god. What happened?
Kayla finds her dad trapped in the basement, and then she gets trapped in the basement, and the alligators guarding the stairs. I don't really know enough about alligators to tell you whether that's normal behavior, but there is some reasons that it is doing that. It has a nest. Alligators always have a nest in alligator movies, let's be honest. Our two main characters take a lot of damage. I mean, Barry's got a bone protruding from his leg and a nice shoulder bite. He's been down there for a while. He's pretty dehydrated when Kayla gets down there. She gets bitten in the leg, but it doesn't affect her swimming, and I love when her dad's just like, you swim faster than they do. I'm not sure she does. Kayla brought the family dog with her, so the dog's, around, but they never really put the dog in jeopardy too much, which is good because you don't want to see a dog get eaten in the movie. You get to see like one little baby alligator, and I'm like, oh, it's so cute. There's also some like thieves that are stealing an ATM, and like one of them's like starting to recognize the light from the house because Kayla's trying to like signal them, and the other one's getting eaten in the background. And I just cracked up at this point, and it's just like, they're just there for fodder, and each one of them just gets taken down, and then like some police officers show up later. And I love that before the movie even started, they're like giving you this like little preview of the movie, so I get to see when the police officers get attacked.
Billy! Wait down here!
Did you hear that?
Throughout the movie, the water just gets higher and higher as the hurricane's getting worse, and I already compliment the special effects, but damn does it ever look good. And there's so many alligators, like they hang out there like it's a hip and happening mall. And that's the point where I start to laugh a bit when they kept like alligator attacks. Like every time you turn around, there's an alligator. It got a little funny there, but throughout the movie it was pretty much tense and like lots of suspense going. When they're down there and it's like once the water level got like, I don't know, a little above knee high, you're just like, it could be anywhere. In the end, I totally recommend if you like alligator movies or any real monster movies that you check this out. This is produced and directed by two like masters of the cinema, and they know what they're doing. How else could they have spread out a $13.5 million budget so well? Also, the acting is really well, and you actually get really good connections between the family and the characters so that you're actually invested in them, which is what you wanted to do in a horror movie. So many horror movies I watch, it's just like, oh, here's that guy. Oh, he's dead. Oh, darn. These ones, like, you don't want these characters to die. And I think the only thing that kind of hurts the movie a bit is the, oh shit, there's another crocodile moments. I'm not sure that's even a downside having that many crocodiles, though I will say there was one crocodile that she actually manages to like get a screwdriver in its eye, and its eye is all bloody, and they show him a few times, but then you never see him again. Usually when they do that, when they scar an animal in a movie, they just come back and it's just like, he's following her, it's him again. Each time you give him a recognizable scar, and that's why you do it. So I was kind of disappointed I didn't get to see him again, but the other ones are fine. It's definitely a one and done. We're not going to get any sequels out of this, but I would totally like to see more movies like this with alligators and sharks and other creatures. If you can come up with it, I'm down. But like, take it more seriously like this. The Meg could have been a much cooler movie if it stayed rated R. But, marketability is one thing. I imagine this is rated R. She dropped a F-bomb or two, and there was some good gore, so... So really, final thoughts. Just go see this movie. It's exactly what you think it is, and it's a very enjoyable ride for that. So, as always, thanks for watching.